the Action Bible, chapter 63. God's Enforcer. After Gideon's death, new enemies come against Israel. Now Philistine raiders strike time and time again at the Israelite villages, carrying off grain, cattle, and even children to work as slaves. One Israelite woman receives a promise from the Lord. You are going to have a boy, so keep yourself pure, because your son will help save Israel from the Philistines. As a sign that he is set apart for the Lord, no razor or scissors must ever touch his head. A man came and told me that we were going to have a boy, and he will be a hero for God. It is true. Your son will be a Nazarite, set apart for God from birth, and he must never cut his hair, for that will be the symbol of his holiness. What is your name, Great One? My name doesn't matter, only the name of our awesome Lord. Then we shall sacrifice a goat as thanks to the Lord. As they light a small fire for their sacrifice, we have seen God. The Lord will surely fulfill his promise to us. But to his parents' dismay, as their son Samson grows up, he doesn't act like someone destined to be God's hero. An irresponsible young man, he disobeys many of the Lord's commands, except for the one about cutting his hair. May I give you a drink of water? Yes, thank you. She's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. I don't care if she's a Philistine, the enemy of my people. Back home, Samson loses no time telling his parents what he wants. I have fallen in love with a Philistine girl. Make arrangements with her parents for us to get married. But you're supposed to be God's deliverer. How can you love one of our enemies? She doesn't believe in our God. I don't care. Make it happen. On his way to visit his new fiancée, Samson is suddenly attacked by a lion. At that moment, the Spirit of the Lord gives Samson great power, and he rips the lion apart with his bare hands. The Lord has given me great strength. Nobody better mess with me now. Finally, the time for the wedding comes. Samson walks by the spot of his battle with the lion and sees its body still there. Bees have made honey in the lion's carcass. Samson scoops some of the honey and tastes it. It's good. Ha! I'm eating food out of the animal that wanted to eat me for food. In Timnah, several Philistines greet Samson. I am your best man, and I have brought 29 of my friends to be your guests. Thanks. Thanks? Hey, I've got an idea. If any of you can guess my riddle, I'll give each of you a shirt with a nice robe. If you can't, each of you has to give me a shirt and a robe. At least one of us should be able to figure out this stupid Israelite's riddle. It's a bet. Out of the eater, something to eat. Out of the strong, something sweet. You must guess the answer within the 7 days of my wedding feast. But as the week goes by, neither the best man nor any of his friends can guess Samson's riddle. What will we do? I can't afford to give him a shirt and a robe? Neither can I. We'll have to get the answer from his bride. After all, she is a Philistine. We didn't come here to get robbed by your future husband. Get the answer from Samson, or we'll set fire to your father's house with you in it. I will. Just give me time. That evening. If I'm going to be your wife, we shouldn't have secrets. Tell me the answer to your riddle. Not even my father and mother know the answer. Why should I tell you? But she cries every day, and on the last day of the feast, you hate me. If you loved me, you'd tell me the answer. Fine. The answer is a lion and honey. A few minutes later, she slips away. I have the answer. Tell us, and you'll save your life. At the feast, we've come to collect our wager. The answer to your riddle is a lion and honey. After all, what is sweeter than honey, and what is stronger than a lion? We like our 30 robes, please. You cheated. My bride must have told you. I may have lost this bet, but your people will lose. Your people will be the ones to pay. Samson is furious. He storms out of his own wedding feast and enters another city. Enough Philistines to pay my debt, and all of them handsomely dressed, too. With his great strength, Samson strikes down a group of enemy Philistines. "23, 24, 25." Still in a rage, Samson returns to the wedding feast. Here, the debt is paid, and by the lives of your own countrymen. End of chapter. Next chapter, defying the Philistines.